Alright everybody, welcome to a special video here. We have the Final Fantasy Chocobo bundle. Now they get one shot at this because I only have one, so we're going to take it slow. Bear with me, take a minute. Okay, you ready? So, it's a very nice looking box here. While we're looking at the box, by the way, if you'd like to take a second, go down and hit that like and subscribe button. Really would help. Very much appreciate it. It's something like 98% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so it would be a nice gesture to go ahead and do so. I do release videos 3 times a week. So we have in the box the alt art traditional foil Birds of Paradise, which is almost very specifically why I got this. I used to have the original Birds of Paradise. Not the original, but, like Unlimited Revised. Many years ago. This will be a nice replacement for me. We got 14 packs to go through. We will indeed do that as well. There is the spin down counter. There are a whole bunch of new lands, which we'll go ahead and look at. It is one of the 24 scene cards as well, will be in here. Excuse me. And, of course, the box itself that we'll look at inside. So, Chocobo's here, there, and everywhere. So, let's go ahead and get into this guy. Now that I've given you plenty of time to go down and hit those buttons. Can I open it without ripping it? I think I can. There we go. That way we wouldn't have to hit the little rip cord they give you. Not like any good one of these. It should just slide right out the side here. There we go. So also inside the box, before we get to that box, is this nice little picture here of Cloud on the back of a Chocobo. And on the other side, just the Chocobo itself, frolicking through the fields as they were meant to do. That is a nice little double-sided piece of artwork there that they include. This is, of course, the box. It has all of the different characters on it. Nice, cute little Chocobo on the side here. There you go, all sides of it. Of course, it's super branded on top. Let's go ahead and pull the top off here. Now let's get at the inside. Again, I'm taking my time here, so bear with me. I want to make sure that I also enjoy this. This is not just for content, this is for me as well. So inside, we have... How do I do this without dumping the packs out? There we go. We have the special spin down counter. For those of you who have never seen one, it's a life counter. There's the nice symbols on the side there. Goes up to 99. If you ever get above 99 and I'm playing you, odds are the game's probably over, and it won't matter that you can't get above 100, but that's a nice little addition there. So that's pretty cool. Put that off to the side. We have, of course, all of the regular packs that come in here, all the play boosters. Go ahead and pull these out in little groups. But that's not why we're here. We're here for what's left in the box. But before we get to all that, let's take a look at the insert here. There we go. I didn't mean that insert. I meant this insert. So, again, we have little pop-out arts. And then you have your different symbols you can pull out. These all pop out so you can display them or use them. Your +1/+1 counters there. Nothing on the inside, it's all white, but always nice to have those. Well, again, we'll put that off to the side so I can reassemble it later. Here, we have our Chocobo booster. I'm really hoping, no, okay, so I didn't see which ones they were. I just noticed that they're not lands, so let's take a look at them one by one here. We'll take this top one and turn it around and reveal the Paradise Chocobo. That is the one that I'm looking for. That is actually going to go into my deck, more so than anything else. I'm not planning on selling this one. This one is just for me. So, go ahead and get into this package. I was hoping this would be the one that I picked, because I really want to look through these first. So we have the Paradise Chocobo, which again is just what I'm looking for. We get a little bit closer to the camera here so you can see it. Very nice foil treatment. Awesome looking picture. Is of course a basically a reskin of Birds of Paradise. It is flying, and you can add 1 mana of any color, which is just fantastic. Then we have all the different full art lands here. We have the different planes. We have the islands, which is really cool looking with that wave coming across the top there. I'm interested when we get to the forest to see if they included any of the chocobos in the forest like they did in the original set. There are swamps. Now these don't go necessarily towards my collecting of basic lands, but I'm certainly going to hang on to them. There is my personal stipulation in collecting all of the lands is that I don't do it this way. I want to be able to do it the right way and pull them all out of packs. And doing it this way just sort of seems like cheating because you get them all at once guaranteed. You know, there's no hunt, there's no chase. Here we go. We get to the forests. There we go. There's a couple of chocobos here in the forest. All right, and then the wastes, of course, which some people would say is a waste of space in the packs, but I am not one of those people. Let's go ahead and put the Birds of Paradise back on there. Put my Paradise Chocobo aside. Again, off to the side here for me. There we go. And we'll open up the other pack here before we get to the Chocobo booster, and then, of course, all of the regular play boosters. I do appreciate you all hanging out with me here and doing this. This is the day of the release. That's the official release. I know some people got them early, deals with stores, or they work at stores, or whatever the case may be. But that wasn't me. I had to wait for it to open, so I was there at noon when the store opened, and I got there. So this is the night of release, and it should be up the next day. So let's take a look at what's on top here. Duelist Flame. Fantastic card here. Sorry, I want to make sure I can see it. Till the end of the turn, target blocked creature you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage, well, you know how trample works. But whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of the library, exile up to 1 non-land card from among them, and you put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. That is a nice little card there. And then, of course, we have, the lands again here, which I'm not going to make you look at again. But that is a nice looking red card there. Again, we'll put that aside. Let's open up this Chocobo booster. And then for those of you that don't want to watch the regular play boosters being opened, I understand. I completely get it. I would appreciate it if you stuck around for the rest of the video, but I'm not going to hold it against you. The important thing is that you subscribed earlier in the video so that you won't miss any future ones. All right. All right, let's go ahead and flip this one over in view all at once. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We have Emmett Selch of the Third Seat. Not exactly the one I was hoping for, but we can't always get what we want. Plus, it's really cool looking. It's got that nice treatment to it. You can see I don't know if you can see it or not, but down the bottom, there is the foil little Chocobo symbol in the text, which is pretty cool looking. There you can probably see it right there. At least I can see it on my camera at that angle. Einstein Varlanu. Wait, why am I having such a hard time pronouncing that? Estinine Varlanu. I'm sure I butchered the crap out of that one, so sorry for those of you that are fans. And then we have, of course, all of the special Chocobo lands with all the symbols at the bottom there. All right, so that is everything. Those are the two we got. And not exactly what I was hoping for, but happy with them nonetheless, because I didn't have them before. So again, we'll put those aside. with the other ones. And let's get on to these packs. Again, if I understand if you aren't going to stick around for the Play Booster packs, I would, because I don't know, obviously, what's coming. There's still some cool cards in here to be able to pull. Haven't even started on this yet. And I will count these towards the lands, because these are pulling them out of regular packs. So these will count towards the Final Fantasy lands when we get to that set. So let's start off here with the art series. Always like the art cards here. And we'll just sort of cruise through. Jill, she was dominant. And of course, we're also looking for any of the artificers or secret rendezvous, things of that sort, where they have the slightly more higher valued uncommons. So I did go through a lot of this set when it came out. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing this at the time. Uh-oh, we see some Through the Ages there. That's always good to see. I'll put Jill over here to keep it safe. All right, so we have Lightning Lone Commando. That's an awesome card to pull out there. Also, Triple Triad. There's another rare here. Also, Sagitt's Catsroy. 3 rares in the pack. That looks like that's going to be it. That is a fun little pack there. I like it when that happens. It's happened a lot in the last several videos, hasn't it? We've had multiple rares in a couple of packs that have had 2 or 3, like that one. So, maybe some good luck that's been going on lately. Maybe not. I'm not really sure. But there we go. There's our art. Look at that. And we get, Van, Aspiring Sky Pirate. And a Cloud, Midgar Mercenary. Nice mythic showing up in the pack there. Always fun when that happens. Black Waltz number 3, also a very useful card in many, many decks. Let's go ahead and keep on going with the boosters here. So, what is it you guys like about this? Is it the collectability? Is it the familiarity with the characters because you're fans? Is it just the overall usefulness of the set? Why was this set such a giant hit, in your opinion? That being said, we finally get our first land. We get a forest. So we'll go ahead and put that right there. And the Edgar, King of Figaro. Almost a disappointment when we only get the one rare in the pack at this point, since we've had some pretty good ones. Now again, the camera that I am using here is in a different angle when we do these videos. So it is a little off center for me from where I'm sitting. So I apologize if you can't see the cards perfectly all the time. I promise you I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it to make you try to watch the video a second time. All right, we have a Plains. So let's go ahead and put that down over here. And a Bartz and Boko. There's a rare. Also, the Full Art Omega Heartless Evolution. It's an uncommon, but still a cool looking card. Let me get my thumb out of the way there. And again, we're just sort of glancing through the rest here, looking for the other cards that we're looking for. Most of these, I'm sure you probably know by now. I would imagine, anyway, as popular as this set was, being, you know, the most popular set ever. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't too loud. See another white border back there. All right, so we've got our dual land in the way here. Foil world map. Vanadale Adventures. Followed by Kane, Traitorous Dragoon in a full art. Excuse me, hang on, let me grab a drink. Oh, man, I brought that over with me just for that reason. I'll probably have to, after this pack, pause real quick and go take care of that. I will be right back. Alright, if that looked a little weird, that's because I paused the video real quick to go take care of that, whatever was caught in my throat. Hopefully that took care of it. We've only got a few packs left to go, in case you didn't see them on camera. We have a swamp. I'm probably the only person that gets excited about getting land, but that is the way it is in this world. For me, at least. We have Jador, Aristocratic Capital. This is a lot of fun to play, especially as the sorcery, where your target opponent mills half of the library rounded down. Definitely doesn't help you make friends, let me put it to you that way. But it can help change the game, which I guess is part of the reason why you would play any card. 3 more packs left to go, and then I promise I'll stop talking and get off of your screen, at least for this video. If you didn't see it, there should have been a short that went out this morning, opening up 1 collector and 3 avatar play packs, which is something I'm doing until I finish the land set on there. And if you don't know what I mean by the land set, let me take a minute and explain it if you're new here. I am trying to collect 1 of every land made in the history of Magic that I can pull from a regular play pack. So that's the goal. I'm not looking for judges promos. I can't outright buy them. I can trade for them. I can use the cards I pull in order to sell those to buy more product, but I can't buy the card outright. That's my rule, nobody else's. I don't know why I did it to myself. Apparently I and myself are not good friends. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going on here with Clive Ifrit's Dominant. Ifrit's Dominant has a mythic here, followed by the very pretty looking Summoned Primal Garuda. I know it's an uncommon, but it's still a really nice looking card. And again, still very useful. A lot of this set, along with just being, collectible and familiar, really does have some very useful cards in it. So, don't discount it just because it's Final Fantasy and just because everybody wanted it or people said it was popular and scalpers drove the prices of things up. There really are some very useful cards, and a lot of them are just the regular common and uncommon cards. There, that's a really nice looking piece of artwork. We'll put that aside. We have our wastes. We'll put those way over to the side there. All right, we have a foil starting town. First foil guarantee that we've seen that's also a rare, and that is a very sought after of the lands here. So that is nice to see. Newfound Adventure. Vincent Valentine as a rare. Always nice. I'm sorry, I forgot that that's a double-sided, so we'll show you both sides. Although, again, I'm sure most people have seen it. There we go. There's a double side of Vincent there. And it looks like we have 1 more pack to go. So won't be too much longer till you get rid of me. If you fast forwarded to the next pack already, you didn't hear me say that. I apologize. Now that the new pack's on screen, you might have stopped fast forwarding. So again, I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me, having a good time. Try to keep it under 20 minutes. Looks like I'm going to be able to do that. Again, don't forget to subscribe so you can see all of the future videos that are coming up. You get shorts 3 days a week. And then I'm making another video like I did for Card Kingdom for a different website. We do have a full art mountain here. That's a nice looking mountain. That goes there. And then Summon Primal Odin. Looks like that'll be our final rare. Again, I'm sorry if the cards are not perfectly aligned on the screen. I'm doing my best to do so, but it is not easy where it is. So, again, we just had a good time. I'm glad I got a chance to open it. I'm glad I got a chance to share it with you. It really did take me all day to have to sit and wait for the chance to open this. So again, we got the Emmett Selcho, the 3rd seat, and the nice foil treatment there. I'm not going to even butcher this name again. Definitely from a version of Final Fantasy I did not play. I did not play 14, so I'm not familiar with him. And then off to the side, of course, the card that I was after all along, which was the Paradise Chocobo, going directly into my Peter Porker Spider Ham deck. So, look forward to seeing that if we ever play. I appreciate you coming. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for hanging in there with me. And I will see you all in the next video.